Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Sunday, November 2nd. This is my full top-down analysis for the US dollar yen, and we're on the monthly time frame, working our way all the way down to the 1 hour for the full top-down analysis. So on the monthly time frame, I've been saying for a while that it's going to go down to here for like a more of a regular pullback, or possibly a wave 3 pullback, which would go all the way down to this area. But we can't rule out the possibility that this is just one, two, three waves down and that this is now in a brand new uptrend. I've been taking this move up right here as a pullback to this last move down, but we are looking for longs on sort of time frames, and if it just keeps on going, that really shouldn't be a problem. If we're looking for longs on sort of time frames and it bounces from a Fibonacci level, breaks structure to the downside on sort of time frames, then we'll just go back to looking for shorts. Very, very simple. Going down to the weekly time frame, like I said, Fibonacci retracement on the move down. If this move up right here it really is a pullback to this move down, then it will have to bounce from a fib level. It will have to make a big aggressive turn to the downside and most likely give you a break of structure. It definitely hasn't done that yet, and it possibly could just bounce, make higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and just keep on going. So the trend is definitely your friend on these very high time frames. Going down to the daily, I would say that the daily structure is way down here. So you'll know that the daily has turned if it breaks this low. If it breaks this low, that just tells me that this wave is over. But either way, I think it needs to hit the 78% before we even think about trying to, identify any tops. If it does something like that and then breaks structure, that could possibly be a top. But we do not see any of those pictures yet. So going down to the 4 hour time frame, it looks like we're in a little bit of a pullback right now, which is great news. A pullback actually should be an opportunity possibly to go long again. So I got my Fibonacci retracement just here. If it makes some sort of a three-way pullback to a fib level, then we definitely want to continue to look for longs. All the higher time frames are still telling us to look for longs. Whether this whole move up is a pullback on the weekly time frame or whether this is actually a trend on the weekly time frame doesn't really matter, because either scenario we would still be looking for longs until we get a break of structure to the downside at one of those higher time frame Fibonacci levels. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, it already made a little bit of a one, two, three-way pullback right here, so don't be surprised if it just keeps on trending up. Now, I may look at this and draw something like this. Oftentimes I will draw and move to the downside, which is counter trend, and I'll be like, oh, hopefully this is what happens. I do hope that this is what happens, but I will not be trying to sort it for a wave C when the weekly, daily, and 4 hour and monthly time frames are all in uptrends. I'm not going to try to sort a wave C on the 1 hour time frame, but instead I'll either patiently wait for the wave C to play out and go long, or I will just not, I'll just continue to look for longs because these counter trend moves can be very unpredictable. It doesn't really have to go down to make a wave C. It could have already made a one, two, three-way pullback, and it could potentially just keep on going up from here, which is why these counter trend moves are a little unpredictable and not really desirable in my eyes. So, anyways, don't forget to check out my website linked over here in the corner. And as always, thank you for watching and happy trading.